Zug Zug, Redneck Tour Reviews. Here we got our Veto Pro Pack Tech Series Tpld. So I think it's 2 or 3 inches deeper than the TPLC. It's the blackout edition with V-swap panels. And, I work as a industrial technician at a dairy. So working on machinery, blow mold equipment, fillers. We have 3 federals and a fog. We have 2N8s, HAST1s for pasteurization stuff, vats, stainless steel, piping, glycol, ammonia, shit of that sort, and chains and all that fucking good stuff. And this is just my grab bag, and it's got damn near everything I need in it. Really take anything apart. Sometimes you need bigger wrenches, bigger sockets, but if I need those, I just grab those, throw them in a bucket. This is what I carry around with me, call to call. They say maintenance, go here. This is the bag I grab. It's 22 pounds. And when you flip this open, it's got this little package up here that keeps all your bits in it. That is for later. I gotta restock it. I keep washers in there because for some reason where I work, somebody, I don't know who the fuck it is, but somebody doesn't believe in washers. Start on the left side of the bag. So I got a magnetic flashlight here that kind of extends out like a telescoping magnet, and it's got a flashlight on the end. I have my Fluke non-contact voltage adjuster. I have my Icon, I think it's 9 or 10-inch flex head ratchet. I like this thing a lot. It's just a very good working ratchet. I have Icon mid-length sockets. I used to carry shallow and deep sockets, and it's to cut down on weight, I went with mid-length. Cuts down on the socket rail, and it's generally all you need. All I find that I need very often. It works out. I actually haven't really said to myself, I wish I had a deeper socket yet. This is a Milwaukee 6-inch adjustable. I kind of use it as a stubby wrench. That's what it lives in there for. And then my Knipex shears. Just come around the bag. Up here I have my, it's just a T-handle 9/64. That is the size Allen key for a lot of the whiskers on our limit switches are 9/64, which is a weird ass. I think it's 3.5 millimeter. My metric set doesn't have a 3.5, and I don't have a 9/64 in my Wera set either. It's such a weird fucking size. But for some reason, that's what all the limit switches are. And to that I say, buy a different fucking limit switch. But we don't. Left side are my larger wrenches. So I have my Snap-on double box end 3/4, 13/16, 11/16, 5/8. And then I have 5/8, 11/16, 3/4 wrenches up there. And then the 7/16 snap-on and the half-inch snap-on, of course, 3/8 and 9/16 are on there as well. And then I have my smaller wrenches down here, 9/16, 7/16, 3/8, half-inch, and this is all Vera. Joker wrenches. If you put a nut in there a certain way, that little mechanism on the back holds it, and it's actually quite nice for working in tight spaces that were designed by somebody who hates anything common. Holy shit, they have some fucked up things. The dairy industry's machinery is a pain in the ass. This is a gear wrench, 6-inch extension. Down here, I got some Wera bits, the longer bits that You'll see when I get to the screwdriver for it. And then here's just a punch. This is a common punch that I use for tracks on the Federals and the Fogs and everything that move the milk bottles around. That's just the common. That's just the size punch you need to punch out the pins. And then front center, most used pliers ever. You got your Knipex pliers wrench. These are the 7 1/4. I used to carry the 10-inch. I will never go back. This is just the size, and it goes up to 1 1/4, and this is the size that I use. Fucking awesome. Never use that adjustable wrench. Probably could take it out most of the time. I'm using this bad boy. Occasionally, you can't get them the way that things are. Sometimes you just can't put your fist in there to hold something, in which case you have a slight advantage of the adjustable wrench. But in 90% of use cases, we go with pliers wrench. Of course, Knipex Cobras, 7 1/4, and I carry another 7 1/4 Cobra in my back pocket at all times. So I have 2 of those. And then I have my Knipex Twin Grips. They're slip joint pliers, and then they have this pretty neat. You can grab strip screws, really like panhand screws, like Phillips flathead. You fucking grab onto that with that fucker's coming out, and it goes side to side. And then there's actually is a screwdriver. I do have a screwdriver for this, but my coworker, he broke his wire screwdriver, so I'm letting him borrow that for a little bit. So this doesn't have a driver currently. I mean, it does. I can put it in that, but it doesn't have. It used to have its dedicated driver because I use it often. This is the Fluke 302 clamp meter, about $71 Fluke clamp meter. Works good. I like the T6, but the T6 is a little taller, doesn't fit in the bag quite as nicely as that clamp meter does. Okay. Then we have my Weha. These are compound cutters, so they can work like normal dike. Well, this is the compound, so you see it has a cam in there. Gives you mechanical advantage, or if you push this button all the way through, it works like normal dikes do. I like the compound because I cut a lot of metal shit, and it just does a good job. And these have the Weha comfort grips. I also have a pair of these that don't. And they're in my. I have another bag that's kind of built the same way as this. So if this is upstairs in blow mold, and I go downstairs to get something, and then I get called to something else, and my tool bag's all the way up fuck the stairs. Well, this allows me my alternative tool bag that has somewhat the same loadout but cheaper tools. And that just allows me to work on more than one thing at once without having to go get my tools again from upstairs. The right side, I have this Harbor Freight 8-ounce hammer. I had a Knipex end cutters with a hammerhead, and I've been using those for the last 2 weeks, and I'll just try this and see what I like more. Because this is more traditional hammer, but it's only one purpose, where the other one, it worked pretty good as a hammer. I think this works better as a hammer, but it also, I could use it to do the hose clamps. So kind of just seeing what I want more, because this, it just works better as a hammer because it's a fucking hammer. It's kind of like here nor there kind of thing. Take or leave. This is a Weha chisel driver. Now I've been switching. This is the 5.5. I said the 6.5, and probably should put the 6.5. And then I have the 7.5. And I've been kind of moving the 7.5 in and out with the 5.5 to see if I can get away with like the 5.5. I'd rather, because this is, you could actually use it on screws, and it's smaller, lighter, and the other one's bigger, heavier. And it just kind of see if I miss it or not. I'm trying to cut weight. I'm trying to keep it under 25 pounds, which I currently am. Because, it's a big plant walking around, and it kind of sucks. This is the Weha. It's a 2.5 insulated long. good for adjusting photo-wise, shit of that nature. My Snap-on Talon grips. I think these are the 10-inch Snap-on Talon grips. They're slip joint. 3-position slip joint. They're fucking awesome needle nose. I like Knipex pliers. They're the best. Knipex doesn't make a pair of pliers like that. If they did, I'd probably have them. But, you know, $60 on the Snap-on. Then I have a 5.5 Vera insulated. These is not the slim tip. I need to get the slim tip ones. Then this is my go-to screwdriver. I have a Phillips bit on the end. And this is the wrap adapter, which comes all the way out. Press this. Now I have a longer screwdriver because I have the long bit in there. Then that comes out. They can go in your impact. And then back here, you have bit storage for all the little bits you need. But because of the way that is, this doesn't really fit in like contacts. So I like to have these long bits because they're slim on the end. And I have the Phillips 1, Phillips 2 in the screwdriver, and then 5.5 flathead, or might be 4.5, and a 6.5 flathead. And that way I kind of have all the standard bits. And I also have Phillips number 3 for a couple things that happen to show up. So I pretty much have all the bits in the screwdriver that I need. And I just have the specialty insulated for working on live. And then I have this chisel driver for chiseling. So I have 4 screwdrivers, which cuts down on weight quite good. Quite a bit, quite good. And then you have this 4-in-1 Klein precision driver. It's got your flathead Phillips. Just in case I need a Phillips 0. And this is a Wago contactor tool. So some electrical contacts will have, instead of screws, they have this. And it's annoying as fuck if you don't have the tool. Now this is my standard, because there's some metric Allen keys, but you can mostly get away with just standard. And this is Veto. There's no 9/64 in here. There isn't one. But other than that, it's a complete set from 5/64 all the way to 3/8, which is plenty of everything. And I just stick it on the side. There's more convenient ways to do everything. My Milwaukee Rover, it's got a carabiner clip. It's got 2 magnets. You can kind of set it up however you want it. It's got the same battery as my headlight. And it's got fucking bright as shit mode. It's got all this shit. It's got a carabiner. Because a lot of shit we're in the dairy industry stainless steel. So it's nice to have the hook kind of hook on things. Or the tripod or whatever. And it's nice to store it on the side of the bag. I don't keep anything in there actively. And then here, this kind of, sometimes it wears on my side. Sometimes it wears right here. If I need a little extra storage, extra tool. Or if I'm working on something, I'll put that on my side. If I'm on a ladder or whatever. It's got my lockout tag. My lockout's in there right now. And then I got my other lockout here. Come back here. That pouch I was talking about. This is a knee pad. I couldn't tell you what brand it is because it wore off in like a week. I've seen it on YouTube. A lot of people have it, and everybody's there looks brand new. I've had that like a week, and the letter just has faded off. Not that I care, but. And then back here, normally I have my 2 wire strippers in here, but I was working on. I worked late tonight, and I fucking just threw all my shit in my bucket instead of pulling it back, and didn't really think about it. Then these are socket Tecton. They're Allen keys long, and they're on a 3/8 socket. And then a couple extra punches for different things. So yeah, that's the bag. Teflon tape, electrical goes there. Of course, it's not there because why would it be? I was using it, probably didn't put it back. But you know, it's a real nice bag. I like it a lot. And thanks for watching.